Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at a really neat organic tangle called Mycena, and I do hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I also hope I'm pronouncing the CZT's name right as well. This is by CZT Daniela Middelanis. Fingers crossed that I'm at least close. All right. Oh, this is going to be added to my list of favorites. This is a new to me tangle. I was looking for something else and found this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this ever cute? All right, so and it's so simple. Um, this starts off with, let's see, do I want to do? No, I'm just going to leave this blank as it is. All right, so start off with just a not so straight line. So a little bit curvy, whatever length you want. And then we're going to put basically a seed on the top. And this one, we are going to cross this line. Although, you know what? You kind of don't have to if you don't want to. Depends on a couple things. Number one, if you're happy with the height of the curvy line that you drew, then you can do it with, like she has on the step out. We're going to draw basically a seed. So that's a curved line going one direction, kind of curving up, and then a curved line going the opposite direction. Then what happens is this line that we have in here, it kind of becomes kind of the underside of this. So so I start for that line, and then actually what I do, because I like to do this, is I subdivided from this, to this end, and then I subdivided that. I'm gonna subdivide it again. I like to do it this way, just so that way I have nice evenly spaced lines. So when it calls for something like that, this is how I usually end up doing it. All right, so once you have that done, then we're going to draw a big curved line, kind of capping this off, like so. And that, outside of shading, that is it. So then you can just fill your space with these cute guys. And I will show you some ideas for shading. But, different heights, different, oh, look at that. Okay, well, that's all right. different shapes, and and if things go awry like that, then you fill in like this. And also on her examples, and I will put a link to her step outs. Now this is, I believe it is a German site, because I know when the translator came on the browser, that's what it said. So it nicely translated it, but just a fantastic site. So she had ones kind of growing out of each other like this, kind of like we do with poke root, poke leaf, all of those. So what a nice addition to all of these great organic tangles that we have. And then, because this is just a straight line, we don't really, well, if you got close up here, then you could utilize the hollowbow technique. But, how fun is this to just, cross the lines. And look at what I did. I did a circle. Oh well. Excuse me, I just got carried away. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going to still do the same thing. And look, it comes out just fine. And maybe we'll add another one here. Just with a straight line, we'll add a small one. And again, however you like to, draw these lines, it doesn't matter. I just share that's what I do, because I like to do that. Oh, and I think we need to have another one over here. All right. But what a nice addition to all of, the great organic tangles that we have like this. All right, so for shading, couple things on her site, I thought it was really neat. So she did this on some, where she kind of took the lines and continued them up. And decorated, so you could decorate those tops however you want. Also, she did some fill in, and so I will do that. Oh, let's see. I'm going to do, well, kind of like I did on this step out. And as you know, well, if this is the first time that you've seen one of my videos, you might not know this. So being that there are no such thing as mistakes in Zentangle, I call them course corrections, and filling in is one of those. So for instance, so this one, it's kind of, the top here is a little rounded, and maybe I want it a little bit more pointed. So I can go and reshape it. It's just one of those where you just want to be careful. Oh, and there we go. Because I'm kind of redoing the lines, but I want to make sure that it looks nice. So there we have it. Maybe I'll do this one as well. If just something comes, out a little bit wonky and you're not happy with it, I kind of have a rundown in my head of, well, see, will shading cover it? Oh, well, maybe not. Well, can I, fill it in? And if I fill in, can I adjust something that way? So like I said, I have kind of a list of things that I run through. Now, for some shading, because we want to add a little bit of depth here, maybe not there because it's all dark, it's not going to really matter. But so what I'm going to do is I'm putting some heavy graphite here, and I'm going on the, under the line, so in where these, where the little spokes are. There we go. And then with my tortillon, just going to spread that out a bit. I mean, and really, these look like mushrooms, especially with the, the little, I'm calling them spokes, but I don't know what you would technically call that on a mushroom. And then you can add a little graphite to, now you could add it to one side. I'm going to add it to both. And I was feeling like I had a bit of graphite left on my tortillon, so I didn't want to do too much. Oh, and that looks nice just the way it is. And so maybe not so much down here, because I do have some left on my tortillon, and I don't want it to get too dark. Oops, let me do these first. And so just smudging it out a bit and leaving this open area, having the gradient and, leaving it open in the middle, it adds that neat curve to it. And of course we'll do that on this one here as well. I'm not sure if I like the extra lines in there or not like that. Oh, well, it's a, just get, I don't know why I don't, but I don't. So why not? We'll make crisscross like. Oh, I should have went the other way. Oh, that's all right. Oh, maybe this, well, no. Go in the one direction. There we go. Oh, that looks kind of neat. And then if, this is what I like. So, didn't like the first one, so I added something. And if I didn't like that, guess what? I can fill it in. So, and it's just fun to play. So you could decorate them however you like. But I am just thinking, I'm going to be excited to add this the next time I'm doing a tangle with, with other organics. So to kind of add it to the garden per se. Just a really, really neat tangle. So in the description, I will put a link to my step out on this, as well as a link to Daniela's step out and information, so that way you can see, because she has, some examples, and you can just kind of see how she has done it. I like more information, over less, and that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, would love to have you hit the thumbs up on it. Comments, of course, are welcome and appreciated, as well as if you're not subscribed already, to if you liked it enough, and want to subscribe, so that way you're let known when I have other videos on. If you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, that will, I think it sends you an email or something like that, that lets you know. Otherwise, it's just when you go onto YouTube. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I was so excited to find this. I was like, and I couldn't wait to share it here. So with that, I'm going to wish you a super, very happy tangling.